So that's 2020 coming to an end. It's been a strange year. People have been stuck at home, unable to leave their houses, feeling isolated. However, I think it's worth noting that for most ME sufferers, this year has been no different than other years. They have still been inside, they've still been isolated, whether that be this year, last year, or next year. Whilst with coronavirus, people are working, some of the smartest people in the world are working on a cure or a vaccine or ways for the world to return to normal, there isn't that hope for people there. I mean, I think one of my hopes would be that when we've sorted out this COVID thing, that some of those smartest minds in the world then take a little look at ME and see what we can do about that and see if there's a way that we can improve sufferers' lives. Because, yeah, I think the eye-opening thing for me this year was that there was a familiarity to being isolated and being inside. I spent probably from the age of 11 to 21 really, really sick with ME, unable to leave my house, feeling very isolating, basically not leaving the house at all. So it just sort of reopened my eyes that for people who still are very severe with ME, that's the norm. And it was the norm for me too. And that can't be the norm. It's not okay for it to be the norm. And that is something that hopefully in 2021 can be addressed. And hopefully we can make an improvement for ME sufferers as well. But yeah, so yeah, 2020. It's been a strange year. Speaking personally, with what we've been able to do with this channel, I'm pretty happy with what we've been able to do. Obviously, for people that don't know, we released episode 1 way back in 2018 and then tried and failed multiple times to get funding for it. And then the charity that was working with us on the film could only make another episode with funding. So it just didn't have a home and it didn't have a way forward. But this year, I bought the equipment and we managed to just about in time make episode 2. I think we wrapped it maybe 3 days before the first lockdown in March, and we were able to get episode 2 out on the 10th of May, which was a huge achievement. And then since then we've been able to do a video I think every 2 weeks since the launch of the channel, whether they be sort of pieces like this to camera. We've done a lot of interviews in the last couple of weeks because they were easy to prep and easy to upload ahead of time, and it was nice to give a spotlight on our casting crew. But coming up for the next year, we'll be doing more character vlogs. So we'll be following Rachel's journey as she does some like little pieces to camera herself, and hopefully that sort of helps build up for the next wave of Emmy, myself, and I episodes. I can say that we have another episode coming in the future. I don't want to give too much away for it at the moment, but there is a episode 3 that's been written in COVID times and has been prepped to be shot using social distancing and with a minimal crew. And again, you'll know more about it when I release the details. And then we have an episode that is written that is with all of our cast and crew that obviously we're going to have to wait for the world to get a little bit more normal so that we can get everyone together and be able to shoot in the way that episode requires. So hopefully summertime we can start shooting again in the regular way, but there will be content coming because I think it's important that even though as a world we have this big question mark over COVID, I think it's still important for us to talk about other topics, and I encourage other people to do the same, whether that be about Emmy or maybe mental health or anything like that. I think it's important to still talk about the topics that aren't getting a light shone on them this year. So yeah, and obviously there's some amazing work going on with Emmy. Just go onto Twitter and on a Wednesday at 8 o'clock and put in Emmy Awareness Hour, and you'll see so many amazing blogs and channels and charities, and yeah, on Instagram as well. There's so many people that are sharing their story, and yeah, in different ways, and there's some really talented people that are using dance and music and all sorts of things like that to say their truth. So I encourage you to seek them out and to seek out the documentaries like Unrest and things like that, because we need to make a difference, and that's the one thing that hopefully can be learned from this strange time for the world, is that how it feels to be housebound and isolated, and hopefully people have a better understanding for the illnesses whereby that is the norm. So yeah, that'd be my 2021 hope. But I just want to say thank you for everyone's support this year. We've had some really lovely comments and things like that, and we've had, the episode 2 did better than I could ever imagine. We released it on this channel and on Facebook Watch, and I think on Facebook Watch it's got over 6,000 views, and it's nearly at 3 I think on this channel or something like that. So and again, lots of people have watched episode 1 this year as well, a couple of thousand. So that's been really positive, and it has definitely encouraged me to carry on going, and that what we're doing has an importance, even if it's only minor, and even if people don't love it. I think it's still important to share our stories. So thank you so much for your support. For anyone that congratulated as well, for people that don't know, we entered episode 1 into the UK Motion Picture Festival, and it won Best Original Pilot, which was a massive shock. We were up against some really, really tough competition, so to win way back, I think it was towards the end of August, absolutely just blew us all away, and it was nice to get a bit of acknowledgement that that what we did was of a certain quality. So that was really lovely, and obviously a lot of people congratulated us, so thanks for that. So yeah, that was 2020. Hopefully it's a better year for the whole world, and also we can start making progresses on improving the lives of sufferers of ME and other chronic illnesses. So yeah, thank you for subscribing. I look forward to speaking with you all some more, and I look forward to showing you what we're working on. So yeah, thank you.